Hey folks, Walker Reviews. In today's video, I'm going to review the new Linkin Park album, From Zero, which I believe I'm a little late to the party on this one, but I've been focusing on other videos and ideas, but it came to my thought and I decided that I will also review some of my LPs as well. If you probably don't know, I started collecting vinyl middle of last year, so I'm still kind of new to vinyl, but I decided to do it because I have tons and tons of CDs and I don't really use them very much, but I figured there was more use in collecting vinyl than there is collecting CDs, because CDs are just priceless nowadays. But with the return of vinyl, it's bigger than ever now. So, From Zero, Linkin Park's newest album. In a way, this kind of marks a comeback album for them. This is the limited edition translucent magenta vinyl. I'm going to review the album and talk a bit about it. And so, here's the jacket, or the sleeve. Features an artwork of the band, along with new lead singer Emily Armstrong and Colin Britton, the drummer. On the back is a really cool logo of the Linkin Park's logo. I've always been into Linkin Park. Excuse me, have a sip of tea. Throat gets a bit dry. I've always been a big fan of Linkin Park. I think back in the day, my favourite album was Meteora, which I actually do have. Yeah, this is the reissue. Meteora, yeah, that was the second, and it's one of the best, I think. So here's the magenta. I'm going to take it out, but you can see. Beautiful, sort of pinkish red. Nice. It also comes in a rotoscope and blue as well, which is called petrol blue, I think. And this is the gatefold, features of the band. Emily Armstrong, Colin, two new members, Mike Shinoda. Overall, this was a great comeback album. I'm going to take you through all the tracks. So it begins with the intro, From Zero, and that is kind of like a audio, in studio audio piece where Mike and Emily are talking, and she's saying about how from zero being from nothing. So it kind of starts the band over again because of the title. That's what the title means, to start over, from zero. And it definitely is a return to form for the band after, I think, 7 years on a hiatus. After, we all know, after the death of Chester Bennington, the band went on a 7-year hiatus and we heard nothing from them. They did come back and do tribute shows when Chester died, but they did some on and off touring, but this is the first time that the band have actually gotten reformed again. Well, with the arrival of Emily and Colin arriving in the band. My first thought when I heard that they were going to get a female singer, I was kind of excited. A lot of people really do. I mean, there's a lot of negativity with Emily's involvement with the Linkin Park, but it doesn't matter to me. I like the band for who they are today, and they're still going strong. And this is definitely a new era for Linkin Park, the From Zero era. I love the artwork on the front, kind of a splatterish sort of design with the logo in the middle, Linkin Park's logo. Yeah, and then we get to Emptiness Machine, which is track 2. That was the first song I ever heard when they did the comeback. They did like a live stream, and that was sort of the comeback. And they had like a timer on their website, counting down to something, and it was to this one-off sort of special concert comeback gig. So the Emptiness Machine, that was the first ever song I had heard from the album, and I do like it. It's not my favorite, but it is catchy. It's really good. The way it opens with Mike Shinoda's voice coming in, it's like nothing you wouldn't be used to. And then later, midway through, you get to Emily's voice, and she comes straight in, rolling around like a revolver. A good introduction to hearing her voice for the first time on a Linkin Park album. Very well done. Then we get to Cut the Bridge, which feels, I don't know, it's different. Feels like your traditional Linkin Park, but I would actually say the most traditional song we get to is track 4. Track 4, Heavy as the Crown. Now that is my favorite song on this album. It just feels like something you would hear from Hybrid Theory or Meteora. This is what you asked for, heavy is the crown. For some reason, whenever I hear it, I get that choked up feeling in my chest. I don't know why I hear it. I think it's quite a emotional song in a way, I would say. And then we get to Over Each Other, which is the more or less softer sort of song on the album, with Emily doing most of the singing, talking about sort of over talking somebody, or we always over talk. It must be about a relationship she had. And the video is about a car crash, and she wakes up and has to go and find this woman that she's with. And then we get perhaps the heaviest track on side 1, which is track number 6, Casualty. Oh, that is so good. It's the first time that we hear Emily do some harsh screaming, and it was really well done. Really well done. Technically, there are 2 screamy songs, but when we get to side 2, I'll tell you what that one is. But Casualty, that's the standout one for the end of part 1. A great start to side 1 of the album. Then we get to side 2, and things get a little bit different, but still retain the essence of Linkin Park. We get to Overflow. I really love this. I really do like this one, and I've featured it a few times on my radio show. If you don't know, I ran a radio show with Bedfordshire Health Radio, and I do that every single Tuesday between 2 and 4 now. And I'm no stranger to featuring Linkin Park and all kinds of rock songs. Overflow is sort of, it feels a bit sort of, how would you say it, ambient for Linkin Park. It's not an instrumental, but it does have an ambient tone to it, and I really do like it. It's hip hop inspired, definitely nu metal inspired. I give it that. There's definitely some nu metal shades here. And then we get to the brilliant Two-Faced, which is another, it feels like a return to form song that feels like it should have been on maybe Hybrid Theory or Meteora. But yeah, Two-Faced is just classic, retains that classic sound. Stained was quite a tame song, but it has a nice sort of bass line with Mike Shinoda's voice coming over that, and Emily singing the chorus, Stained, you lie, da, 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 da. It feels kind of poppy actually in a way. Then the second heaviest track, I Give You Everything I Have, which is spelled Igyeih on the track list here. That one, yeah, kind of similar to, not Overflow, similar to Casualty in a way. I prefer Casualty actually to I Give You Everything I Have, but it still is a rocking, fast-paced track. And then the last track is Good Things Go, which wraps up the album. This, I don't know how many minutes it clocks into, but I think it's only this album only lasts about half an hour, so it's actually quite a short album. But you know, sometimes in life, when it comes to music, the short and sweet ones are the best, in my opinion. So, From Zero gets a 9 out of 10 rating. A great comeback album for Linkin Park, who have been away for 7 years. Fantastic. Still one of my favorite bands growing up, and sometime I will review Meteora, which is my favorite Linkin Park album of all time. Yeah, 9 out of 10 From Zero. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in another video.